Hello, I'm Stan Napper. Hello to Cook Baptist Church from Stan and the Napper family. I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of our family, on behalf of the Life Action Ministries, and the impact that Life Action has made at Cook Baptist Church over the last 25 years. My story with Cook and Life Action begins more than 25 years ago. You know that I came to Louisiana Tech as an undergraduate student, got involved at Cook Baptist Church in those first few years. Vic and I got married in 1980. We became very much involved in church life, and how could you not, with Don Love insisting that you take a role in the choir or the children's discipleship program. We did get involved in the adult choir, and we benefited so much from the young married class, and we learned from great teachers. Cook Baptist Church gave me leadership opportunities along the way that are still benefiting me today, and we're just grateful for all those years. Some of you would recall in 1990 when we had 3 preschool boys and we had a set of twins that were born. Some very hard days there. Vicki went back into the hospital after delivery with viral meningitis. Cook Baptist Church took care of us there. We had meals brought for 3 weeks, took care of the kids. It was beautiful. And those days that followed were some of the hardest in our life because the children never slept. And we had very hard days and nights, and we were asking God to bring sleep to our home, and He wasn't answering, and we allowed that to turn to anger and bitterness. And then in the spring of '91, the church hosted a 2-week revival service by Life Action Ministries. It had been organized before our pastor, Wayne Jenkins, left, but we conducted the revival anyway, and the Lord broke through into my heart and Vicky's heart. We surrendered the rights that we were holding on to. And I had to confess some sins to the church and to my family. And God put us on a new path as a result of the preaching ministry of Life Action that we are still on today. We made some permanent changes. And I know that there were many others at Cook Baptist Church in those days that made public and private decisions, things that they gave up, things that they confessed. And I think there are a lot of people still at Cook Baptist Church today that will remember the 91 series. And then Cook Baptist Church has always been good to us. You were so good to us when our son Benjamin went to live with his Heavenly Father in 2002. It took care of us for weeks. And it was such a blessing to have you helping us to carry that burden. Then in 2012, Life Action Ministry came back to Cook Baptist Church. They brought a different team of speakers and worship leaders, but it made a similar impact on my children, who by that time were in their teens and early 20s. And the result of that Life Action being at Cook in 2012 and again in 2014 was 5 of my children became Life Action ministers, at least for 1 year of service, some for 2 years of service. Actually, Mary Suzanne, my baby girl, is in her 3rd year of traveling with the team and is likely to travel another year. And my son Aaron met his wife Becca on the road with Life Action and now are full-time ministers with Life Action Ministries. 3 of my children went on to obtain seminary degrees through the generosity of Cook Baptist Church and the Seminary Scholarship Fund. And Joseph is serving as a full-time youth minister in Ozark, Alabama. So the impact has been tremendous. We are grateful. We are still living in the changes there. God has shown me to accept whatever He brings my way willingly. And so in 2017, He brought a new idea, a new need, a new ministry for me. That's when Vicki and I moved to Houston, where I serve at Houston Baptist University as the provost and VP for academic affairs. And I've had the opportunity there to bring Life Action Ministries to our campus. The fall revival in 2021 called Ignite had a full week of services by Life Action Ministries. And everyone in Houston, everyone that I speak to, I do a lot of public speaking now, they know about Cook Baptist Church. People will quote back to me the phrase that I quoted to them from the wise old man at Cook Baptist Church who loves little children in New Mexico. And he would always say, "It'll be all right." And now people all over Houston are saying that back to me. And there's so many other testimonies that I have and could share. We're just grateful to be a part of the 100th anniversary and I hope to see you soon.